come up on my screen and I have no clue what it was. Anywho, we are back. Another Sunday, another hymn backstory. Sorry, my thing is at an awkward angle. It's just a weird angle. Anyway, yeah, it's a week before Christmas. Now, I feel like this month has flown by, which in a sense is a good thing. Oh man, my ribbon is falling down. I need to get better tape. Oh well, this month has flown by and all, and yeah, hard to believe Christmas is seriously 1 week away. But yeah, anyway, today's hymn backstory, as you can tell from the title, is Angels from the Realms of Glory. I had a different one planned for today, but I couldn't get the hang of playing it, so yeah. I might do an extra backstory, maybe Christmas Eve, when I have time to practice the other one, because I thought it was a great backstory. I just I couldn't grasp it while I was trying to play it. So, and the only one I could play was an arrangement, and I really didn't want to get copyright claimed again. But yeah, so we did a quick research, and we picked another one out. As you can see, it is Angels from the Realms of Glory. It was, let's see, published on December 24th, 1816. Very appropriate publishing time. Yeah, it was written by, let me see. Yep, it was written by James Montgomery. Yeah, the other one I was thinking of was translated from a different language, so that's why that's why I got a little bit confused. This was written by James Montgomery, and the music was written by Henry Smart. Now, when we think of different hymn writers and all throughout the ages, you think of Fanny Crosby, Isaac Watts, Charles Wesley, John Wesley, and so many others. Fanny Crosby's at the top of my list, personally. Now, someone else could be at the top of yours, but James Montgomery did write a lot of hymns, or at least contributed to a lot of the hymns that we still sing today, including this one. A hymnology historian, I guess you could call him, John Julian, wrote about James Montgomery. Montgomery's devotional spirit was of the noblest type. With the faith of a strong man, he united the beauty and simplicity of a child. Richly poetic without exuberance, dogmatic without uncharitableness, tender without sentimentality, elaborate without diffusiveness, richly musical without apparent effort, he has bequeathed to the church wealth which could only come from true genius and a sanctified heart. So, he had a lot of people vouch for him, that he was a great lyricist, a great, pretty much a musical theologian, I forgot to turn my ringer off. I'm so sorry. Or mute my phone, not really. I apologize. Oh well. Anywho, this guy was great at music and great at combining God's word, and the I forgot the word that I was about. Doctrines. I knew it started with a D-O. Doctrines of the Bible into music. James Montgomery's parents were missionaries to the West Indies, Old World area. He, when he was young, James Montgomery attended a seminary in England, but he actually received word while he was there that both of his parents had died on the mission field very suddenly. The book 101 Hymn Stories by Kenneth W. Osbeck, where I'm getting my information today. It was published by Crago Publishing, right? Yeah. That's where I got my information today. Kenneth Osbeck does not give any details or anything as to how his parents died or why, but yeah, he just says that it was sudden. He very quickly left the seminary where he was studying, and for a period of time, don't know if it was short or long, he lived in discouragement and despair. Probably even some depression and maybe even some, Osbeck says aimless discouragement. I don't know if that means like he had a depressive episodes and then he would have manic episodes or whatnot, but we'll just say aimless discouragement. When he was 23, he became interested in newspaper work and actually was appointed editor of the Weekly Sheffield Register in London, where he held that position for the next 31 years or so. So about 54 years old-ish. Since he was the editor of the paper, James Montgomery was able to write about different causes he believed in, including abolishing slavery, which this was written in that time, the 1800s. He was actually imprisoned a few times for his writings on such controversial issues. But he made the most of his time in prison because he wrote different poems called The Prison Amusements and published that in 1797. Named Prison Amusements because he wrote them while he was in prison, much like the Apostle Paul wrote much of the latter epistles, such as Philippians, Colossians, for sure Philippians, maybe Colossians. I might be getting confused. It's been a while since I was in college studying all this, so... But for sure, Philippians, the Apostle Paul wrote in prison, and perhaps a few others. I'm pretty sure Colossians was one of them. I would have to look that up. In 1825, he actually gave up his job at the Sheffield Register. Couldn't remember the title. And he devoted himself to different philanthropic. My words are not coming the way I want them to today. I apologize. Philanthropic and literary pursuits. He wanted to promote foreign missions, mainly because his parents were missionaries. And by 1833, he was pretty well known throughout his homeland of England. England. Yeah, I wouldn't say the West Indies were his home because he didn't spend most of his life there. He was actually awarded a pension of $100,000 by the government for a reward of his many contributions to the English society. I mean, just writing newspapers and writing poems and articles, I mean, that would be nice. An extra $1,000 a year just for writing. That would be nice. He first had this, or this hymn, Angels from the Realms of Glory, was first published in one of Montgomery's newspapers, James Montgomery's newspapers, on December 24th, 1816. It was a little while later, it was published in a hymnal that was titled Montgomery's Original Hymns. The hymn was under the title of Good Tidings of Great Joy to All People. That's a mouthful. And I thought Angels from the Realms of Glory, or, let's see, Came Upon a Midnight Clear, or there's a couple other ones I'm thinking of that I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. Like, I thought those were mouthfuls. This, Good Tidings of Great Joy to All People, that's a mouthful. I mean, it goes with the hymn, but it's long. A lot of hymnology students of the past and even present have claimed that this is one of the finest Advent hymns that we still have today. Now, Advent, is countdown to Christmas. Usually, it's when we think of Advent. And from working at our local Christian bookstore here in town, I've learned that there's a thing, we sell Advent candles, and that's the thing where, you light a candle each Sunday for 4 Sundays before Christmas. So it starts 4 Sundays before Christmas. You light certain ones. I was not familiar with it until this year when I started working at this local bookstore. When I worked at Lifeway before they closed, I never really took notice of that or heard about it. So pretty neat. You learn something new every day. James Montgomery wrote at least 400 hymns, give or take some, including this one, and they mention another one in the same article, According to Thy Gracious Word, which I haven't heard of, but I want to look that up now just to see. Sorry, I need to reposition. Now the tune, I've talked about tune names once or twice on here. The tune for this hymn is called Regent Square. And like I said at the beginning, Henry Smart was a composer. He was actually largely self-taught, which, fun fact, gives me encouragement because I am largely self-taught for piano. I had some teachers throughout the years growing up. Had 3 semesters of teachers in college for piano before I switched to my major. And I'm currently taking lessons now. But it's only really been consistent again in the last year or so. Something popped up. Oh, I'm sideways? Huh. I apologize. Let's see. Thank you for letting me know. I thought I was good. Let's see. Does the rotate device? Oh, well, this is going to be weird. But anyway, I guess I'll want this for now. Let me see. Thanks for letting me know. I don't know what happened here, why I'm sideways. Thanks for letting me know. I guess I'll just hold it and then we'll figure something out when I go to play it. Let's see, where was I? Yeah, even though Henry Smart was largely self-taught, he actually became one of the finest organists and composers in the British Isles that day. So I just wanted to point that out because a lot of us can become discouraged if we haven't had consistent lessons our whole life. So yeah, there's a backstory to Angels from the Realms of Glory and a little fun fact about the composer. Let's see what I can do to possibly, I don't know, maybe balance it on my tart burner. Okay, different angle, but we are going to work with that. Thank you for letting me know that I was sideways. All right, now this is one I'm actually practicing in piano, in my piano lessons, so getting some practice in. Turn it up a little. It was a little quiet. So a little rocky at the start, but then finish strong. And I guess while we're at an awkward angle, I can show you my decorations because I thought that would be fun to do too. You have seen my keyboard already, with the ribbon on it. My little lamp post there that I decorated with tinsel. Got my lights over my closet doors and everything. Got my Christmas tree. Yeah. Oh yeah. And of course I have to have my nativity because that's the reason for Christmas. But yeah, so there we go. I hope you enjoyed it. I apologize for being sideways. I don't know why that happened. I'll try to figure it out. In the meantime, y'all have a good rest of your week, a good Sunday, and I will see you next time. Bye.